On this edition of ICN, we will cover the Forest City Christmas lights, give you an update on Isothermal's presidential search, and more information about COVID-19. That's all next, but first, this week's Open was produced by BPT student Dylan Henson. Hello and welcome to this edition of ICN. I'm your host, Tiva Crawford. The town of Forest City has kicked off their annual Christmas lights on Main Street. This past Thursday, watchers gathered from their cars to see 1 million lights on display. Downtown Radio, WAGY, was at the center of the action, with the countdown being broadcasted on the radio station. This year was especially important to the town in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many could be seen taking photos around town, checking out local businesses, and enjoying the holiday festivities. The lights will remain on nightly throughout the holiday season. Each year, the town attracts thousands of visitors to see what makes downtown Forest City a festive holiday hallmark town. To learn more about hometown holiday events, you can visit www.townofforestcity.com. Main Street Spindale is in for a facelift over the next 6 months. The Downtown Streetscape project began with the arrival of heavy equipment on November 12th, and Phase 1 is scheduled to be completed in April. During this phase, improvements will be made to West Main Street between Revelry Street and Nebraska Street. The Downtown Streetscape project will include new crosswalk pavings, street lighting upgrades, landscaping, sidewalk improvements, and increased parking. An increase in off-street parking will make it easier to access Main Street businesses, as well as the Thermal Belt Rail Trail. Spindale Town Manager Scott Weber expects the Spindale Streetscape project to continue on East Main Street later in 2021. Citizens can find updates on the project on the town website spindalenc.net. The Isothermal Community College Board of Trustees announced that they have selected 3 finalists to replace retiring President Walter Dalton. According to Director of Marketing and Community Relations Mike Gavin, there were more than 60 candidates from 29 states and 4 foreign countries. The finalists are appearing on an online forum on consecutive days this week. Monday was Sherry Rowland, Vice President for Student Affairs at Tallahassee Community College in Tallahassee, Florida. Dr. Rowland earned a doctorate of education from Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida. Tuesday is the opportunity for candidate Margaret Annunziata, Vice President for Academic Affairs at Davidson County Community College in Thomasville, North Carolina. Dr. Annunziata earned a doctorate of education in Community College Executive Leadership from Wingate University in Wingate, North Carolina. On Wednesday, the public will hear from William Miller, who's an instructor at the North Carolina Center for Advancement of Teaching in Cullowhee, North Carolina, and who has previously served as superintendent of Polk County, North Carolina schools in Columbus. Mr. Miller earned a Master of Arts in Administration from the University of South Carolina and a Master of Arts in Human Development and Learning from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. The forms may be viewed at www.facebook.com/isothermal.edu. You do not have to have a Facebook account to view the stream. The town of Lake Lure plans to lower the lake during the month of January. The lowering will begin on January 4th, 2021. The lake will be lowered by 1 foot per day until it is 12 feet below full pond. Lowering the lake allows for penstock inspections, dredging, and a geotechnical investigation into the sewer system. It also allows for those who own property on the water to perform maintenance on their docks. The town plans to capture drone footage of the shoreline and lake bed while the water level is lowered. The lake is expected to return to full pond by January 31st. Will Chick-fil-A soon have a home in Rutherford County? Over the past few years, there have been many speculations as to whether Chick-fil-A was planning on building a restaurant in our area. We reached out to the Cleveland County Mall restaurant, and they told us when the trailer was brought to the Harbor Freight and Planet Fitness parking lot, it was just a way to reach out to customers in our area. The restaurant also told us that there was no test market for Rutherford County being conducted during that time. ICN has also reached out to corporate, but they've not responded to our request for comment. Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce Director Clark Poole told us, "I've heard nothing other than speculation and keen interest in Chick-fil-A coming to our community." Chick-fil-A is now the third largest fast food restaurant in the United States. Isothermal Community College has a new communications and marketing coordinator. Her name is Devin Paul, and she will report to Marketing Director Mike Gavin. Mr. Gavin came by our studios last week to fill us in.
She has a lot of strengths in social media. She's done it for several years, and she has a master's in communication with a focus on social media, and has actually taught that at UNC Greensboro for the last couple of years while she was getting her master's degree. And Devin is going to be a great asset to the college and a great addition to our staff.
All of us at ICN want to extend our well wishes to Miss Paul as she begins her duties here at the college. The Rutherford County Health Department has reported a COVID-19 outbreak, with a total of 18 positive employees. Public Health Director Karen Powell stated, "We have worked diligently to keep this virus out of the health department for 9 months. We are exposed to the virus almost daily with COVID-19 testing and patient appointments. I am extremely concerned for the health of our employees and their families. I pray they recover quickly. We have canceled all regular scheduled clinics for the week of November 30th through December 3rd. We at ICN also send our best wishes to those affected by this outbreak." COVID-19 testing will now be available every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at the Health Department thanks to a partnership with Optum Lab. They will be conducting the testing during this time. The County Health Department is located at 221 Callahan-Coon Road in Spindale. Now for this week's COVID-19 update. In Rutherford County, there have been over 2,300 confirmed cases since March. There are currently 345 active cases, and about 2,000 are out of quarantine. Currently, there are 23 hospitalizations, and sadly, 85 deaths have been reported. Isothermal has reported 3 employees and 2 students this week. Since March, the college has seen 14 employees and 29 students test positive. Remember to keep practicing the 3 W's. Wear a mask, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands. The entire world's been battling the COVID-19 pandemic for the better part of a year now. At last, it seems there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. 3 vaccines are found to be over 90% effective. We asked some people on campus if they would be willing to get the vaccine should one become widely available.
That depends. How much does it pay? Once it's been tested for about a month, then sure.
When the COVID-19 vaccine comes out, I will definitely get the vaccine. I think everyone should get it, and until then, I think everyone should wear their masks and follow safety guidelines.
Yes, I'll be getting the COVID-19 vaccine when it comes out. Remember to do your part and wear a mask, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I hope it promises good results. And as long as the FDA says it's safe, I am willing to try it.
Definitely. And the reason being is because it'll help me and my family kind of get back to normal, I think. I have a 2 and a 7-year-old, and making sure that we're all healthy and ready to go is very important.
I will. I believe in science, and I've heard a lot of people say they don't wear masks and things are in God's hands. And I say that if you are someone who believes that things are in God's hands, then you have to believe that this vaccine is going to help a lot of people and keep us all safe.
Everyone's engagement with social media has increased enormously over the past decade, and that includes law enforcement. The Forest City Police Department have been using an app called Nixle to improve their investigations and to facilitate communications with the public. Sergeant Alex Bentley, Public Information Officer for the department, came to our studios to discuss the department's use of social media.
So Nixle is a community info service It's basically another type of social media, but it's only for authorized agencies like police departments. So it's kind of, making sure that you know where it's coming from. It's certified, basically. Anything that's coming from us via Nixle, it's going to be coming directly from us. I remember earlier on when we had a shooting on Oak Street, when we were looking for the vehicle involved with that, it was sent out quickly via Nixle to the community so they could look for it, and he was located.
Sergeant Bentley also recalled a recent event where Nixle played an important role in the investigation of a crime. The entire interview with Sergeant Bentley can be found on our Facebook page and our YouTube page under the title Sergeant Bentley Interview. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Isothermal TV. Also be sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications every time we post. From everyone here in the studio, have a great day.